Hello everybody and welcome back to Europa, where we are currently thinking about fighting these guys, although doing it via Cahokia would be the ideal here. So we'll see what ends up happening with that. We'd like to take territory out over here and fight these guys. Their Miltech is spooky, so we do want to make sure that we have Vinland on our side. So hypothetically, we can see Vinland would come in on this, so that is definitely a good thing, but we don't have a CB at this moment. We're working on a spy network for that, so that'll be fine. We also have this loan, and I would like to repay that. What do we need for that? 392 ducats? Okay. So that's going to take a little bit, no doubt about that. The good news is we've managed to consolidate this entire coastline all the way down to here. So that's fantastic. We're going to start colonies down this way very soon. I think we're going to have like 2 colonies down here. I would like to get all the... Actually, I'd like to cut off the Spanish over here and just move our way this way. That's probably going to make them very upset, but it's okay. So military power is definitely a lack for us right now, right? I'm thinking we're going to probably... That's going to give us an additional colonist and settler chance. I'm just thinking about when we might want to come off of admin power focus. We definitely want to be working on our missions. There's no doubt about that. For a new age, we would need any country with Western technology group to have at least 150 opinion of us or as our subject. That'll be complicated. Alternatively, we can have the great project Alexandrian Library at tier 2 or greater. And you might ask, well, that sounds easy. How do you do that? Well, we would go in here and we'd upgrade this. That'll cost 900 ducats, but also we need at least 7 buildings in Nea Alexandria. That's a lot of buildings. So we have 2 right now. We can put in a courthouse, and this will give us an extra building slot. So this is essentially a free building slot. So we can put in a courthouse here. That'll get us 3 buildings, and then we'll have a 4th building here. But we need a lot of development here if we're going to bump this up. Vinland just declared on these guys and is calling us in. Allied with Shawnee and Cahokia. So that's awkward timing for us, Vinland. Because we were just about to declare that ourselves. Well, for the time being, let's head on up over this direction. We're going to need to let these guys replenish their morale. That's understandable. Okay, so we're net negative on ducats at this exact moment. That's understood. 100 diplomatic power, 50 diplomatic power, or our statesman dies. We'll let our statesman die. Okay, so these guys are going to run around over here for now. Yeah, they're coming in here. We got a morale bump, but I think that they're going to win this in a very awkward fashion. So there's that. Yeah, so our morale wasn't full. We probably could have taken them if we had had full morale there, but either way, it was going to be awkward. They're going after us due to the mill power differential. So for now, these guys, they're going to have to just wait for their morale to come up a bit. And that's understood. So we can see that Spartania is coming up. That's great. We're glad to see that. Cahokia has unlawfully seized our colony. Where? Oh, that's this here. Okay. So that's very rude of them. We're going to come down here and send... Actually, that's too far away. Can we colonize here? Yes. We'll do that. So they seized this colony. That's very rude of them, but we'll take it back. Spartania's got that pretty under control over here. So we're just sieging here for now. I want to come up and take this fort. Okay. So something like this. Cahokia is occupying over here. That's understood. Now, Spartania is in this area. We're going to have this siege done soon. Our colony here just became self-sustaining. That's good timing. And I would now like to come down over here, but our closest unblockaded core province with a port, which is Caicos. Okay, Is that up over... Where's Kaikos? That's here. Okay, sure. For now, we will come and colonize here. Cool. That'll be okay for the moment. Vinland declaring this was awkward for us. There's no doubt about it. I was not intending on doing this quite now. But okay. We can convert a province, which we should be doing. There we go. And it looks like they're coming in to attack us here. Now, here's the thing. This is these guys. They're at 14 Miltech. So they can definitely do this. The question is Spartania going to come in and help? And I guess we'll find out. Unfortunate that we were not able to get that. Yeah. They just kicked us out of there very quickly. Spartania didn't do anything there, but that's okay. We're sieging up here. I really wish that we were in control of this, but alas, we are not. So Spartania is going to do stuff up over this direction. That's absolutely fine for right now. Spartania and Vinland are doing all of the real fighting up here. And Vinland is actually flipping this territory to us. That's interesting. Okay, so they are claiming some of this up over here. But we are definitely interested in taking territory out over this direction. Okay, we can't claim that, but we can claim stuff up here. Which we will definitely do. Now, these guys we're not actually at war with, but that's okay. So this is occupied by us. That looks perfect. And these guys, they're just kind of chilling here right now. This is occupied by us. Unfortunately, we're not going to be in charge of this peace deal. So that is very, very sad. We'll see what ends up happening here, though. Our colony here is self-sustaining. In fact, 2 of our colonies are now self-sustaining. So that's wonderful. Okay, we're currently occupying this colony and this colony. Sure. But we're going to send some of our colonists down over here as well. Okay, let's get those started up. Seems good. Now I want to come in and restart the siege over here. This siege will get finished very, very soon. There we go. Excellent. Now we can start taking over territory over here. Now, Vinland is occupying this, awkwardly. Our Basilius died? Okay, sure. So we ended up losing a stability. I don't mind that. That is completely and totally okay for the moment. So we're going to continue to take over territory over here. Excellent. And how are things looking down here? Well, Vinland has almost got this sieged. I'm assuming Vinland doesn't have any interest in this stuff over here. So that's probably what they were intending to give us. Most likely. But we're going to take a bunch of territory up over this direction for sure, if we can. If they'll give it to us. We'll see if they'll give it to us. So this is looking reasonably okay for now. We want to come in over here, stack wipe these guys, and get this under our control. Perfect. How's this siege looking? Fairly okay. Vinland actually pieced some of these out. They pieced out Kaski. Okay. Well, they gave us this back, at least. So there's that. So we're going to pull these guys back over to here or so. And now the question is, what are we going to get out of this up over here, right? So we're basically just going to go home at this point. Everybody else, well, we could go in here, I suppose. We'll see if they actually cap this. Yeah, they're capping it. So we can just go home. The war is over, and they did cede 2 provinces to us. Okay. Vinland took the lion's share of that, which I'm not necessarily okay with. However, we've got a good option down over here to fight. So let's move these guys out over here and these guys down to here. Now, we are low on manpower right now, and this is not surprising at all. We're going to mothball our forts for the moment, and we're going to let our manpower regenerate for a little bit. 289 right now. Okay, we can get this coring. That's fine. And we can make some states as well, which we should do. So we're going to get those going, and we're going to need to make a couple of cores down over here. These are full cores. So that looks good. And I want these guys to be drilling for right now, and these lads are going to come in over here. Welcome to the faith. They're going to come on over here. Spartan Noble Rebels, yeah, that doesn't matter. And we're going to enable these drilling as well. We're going to be replenishing our forces by about 290 per month at this moment. That settler heritage is still rough for us at this moment. So that's understood. We are going to continue to convert. When are we going to get rid of the settler heritage? Let's see here. Further lowered when we complete a new age. Okay. So that's this mission right here, which we are thinking about doing. That's going to be a big, big boost for us. Okay, cool. So that would be absolutely wonderful for us to do. And for that to happen, of course, we need to continue to work on this. So we can put in an additional building here. But what do we want that to be? Well, we could go for barracks. It's not the greatest in the world, but we need to put buildings in here, right? So that's something that we're going to do. I just noticed something. We're at plus 21 gold, but we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 colonies. Well then. That's kind of wild. Huh. I'll be honest, I didn't expect that. I did not expect that one at all. Well, we're still working on grabbing as much coastline as we can for right now. Spanish West Indies claiming some of our territory. Hilarious. And we need like 23,000 men, right? But I do definitely want to do something here. These guys are allied with Cahokia. So that means that if we were to declare this, Cahokia would currently join. So would Vinland, though, so that's okay. We do need to build a spy network over here, I feel like, and this spy network is now kind of irrelevant at this moment, so that's understood. So we're going to get a spy network going here, this being occupied by Hoga? Okay, sure. That seems relatively fine. So we need to continue to work out over here, right? And lose 100 ducats, please. Thank you. Native assimilation sounds great, and we need to get a bunch of development in Nea Alexandria at this point. That would be enough to get us up to 5 buildings. Okay. This is going to be painful to spend like this. It's too big to move, so we can't relocate it. Understood. Definitely understood there. So, how do we want to go about developing this? That's a very interesting question. No doubt about that. I think what we have to do is we just have to spend less valuable resources on this. That pretty much means diplomatic power. And, I mean, raising the diplomatic power is good. That means that we're going to get a lot more production out of this. So that's nice. We've also got this loan, and I'd like to repay that. There we go. No issue there. Okay. 100 additional population. And now the question, of course, becomes, how long before some of these finish? Now, this doesn't have a settler in it, so, or rather a colonist in it, so we're not going to be too concerned about this. We'll let that finish, no problem. That'll bring us down to 5 colonies. There we go. And we can make a core there immediately. And there's too few seats in Senate right now. So we definitely want to find another place to give a Senate seat to. This works. Excellent. So that will be absolutely fine for right now. Yeah, we're going to be making a ludicrous sum of money here. No doubt about that. Welcome to the faith. So we could definitely be colonizing more aggressively than this even. So that would mean, like, recalling this guy and heading down over here. Having 6 colonists at once. That'd be pretty decent. Yeah, we're definitely expanding very quickly colonially. So that's good, but we have a lot of need here. Hoga is being weird up over here. Okay. Currently attacking Kaski. I wonder. Cahokia has 31 reasons to join this. But maybe that doesn't matter if we get Spartania and Vinland in here. It's going to take them some time to show up. That's something to consider. No doubt about that. So that's understood. I'm going to recall this colonist as well, and we're going to send him down over to here. There we go. And we can seize land, which we should definitely do right now. Yes, that looks good. There we go. More. Excellent. So we have no advisors right now. That's where all of this excess money is from. Gotcha. Well, we'll switch that around later on. For now, I'd rather have the colonies. So we can recall this guy and send him down over here as well. Like, we're making a lot of money. And we're about to finish up some of these colonies. We'll definitely let our number of colonies drop off a little bit here. We've just about got all of the coast here. I guess we could come down over here and try to yoink these. That'd be pretty funny. And we could grab some of the South American, I suppose. Okay, so at this point, we have enough to fabricate our claim out here. Like this. Now, if we were to declare this, well, we need to ticket a day. But if we were to declare this and call in Vinland, we can see Cahokia would join in. We have 31 reasons at this time. Do we even need Vinland, though? Cahokia can beat us up. A little bit, anyway. But they have low amounts of troops. And Spartania should be able to handle that. In theory. Now, we have no manpower. So I'm going to do this. We may end up hiring mercs. And that's probably not a terrible idea for this. So if we were to hire in, say, this unit of mercs, and we bring them in right here, that'll be a little painful for us, for sure. And we're going to want to keep our armies pretty close together. So we can't actually move these guys because they are too low on their drill right now. Okay, so we're going to head in here, and we're going to head in here, and we're going to head in here. This army is very, very vulnerable. I'm actually going to switch these around. We're going to go like this. Okay. Prestige? Sure. So we can convert a province to Elysian Orthodox, which we're definitely interested in doing. Ah, they're going to fight here? Well, this is the mercs. So we're okay with bleeding them with the mercs here. We're going to lose that battle, but that's okay. We managed to bleed them quite a lot. So that's great. We're losing a little bit of money here. We did take a loan, and we're losing 23 ducats per month. Understood. So that's mostly going to go away once we finish up these 2 colonies. So I'm not too concerned about that one. These guys, they're just going to mostly hang back, and we're going to send our mercs back in over here. And here comes Spartania. Fantastic. So we can see Spartania taking these guys out. And we can also see that Cahokia is trying to come in and stop this. We're going to come in and reinforce this as best we can. They have a big Miltech advantage on us, and this is painful. I was really hoping that Spartania would come in and help us. Unfortunately, they didn't. That's very sad. But we bled them a fair amount. Now Spartania's coming in. But they're very late. Very, very late. Okay, we're going to get these guys turned around as soon as they're done, and we're going to come defend this location. So that is fine. Okay, there's a core done. Sounds good. But we're mostly relying on Spartania to deal with this for us, right? And that is absolutely A-okay. So we're going to come in over here for now. I'm going to keep our two armies together, but the Merc army is going to come down over here. One of our colonies just finished, and that's great. That is down over this way. We can definitely get that cored up. Perfect. Okay. So with Spartania in here, this is fine, right? Our colony up here is now self-sustaining. That will save us a lot of money. So that looks good. Okay, we're still losing a little bit of money per month. I don't mind it. I don't mind it at all. So we see Spartania up over this direction doing stuff. That's fine. You go do that stuff, Spartania. That looks good. So we see Cahokia coming back down over this way. They're going to try to fight us here again. I'm going to give up on this siege, and we're going to head northward. We are so slow. Okay, we are way too slow for that. So we're just going to sit here. These guys are going to retreat. That's okay. Spartania was just kind of running around over here. I wish that they were, you know, doing useful things. But alas, they are not. So we're going to send these mercs in here, and we're going to siege. These guys, we're just going to hang back with. They can just do something kind of like this. You can get to drill, and you will get to drill as well. They're going to work on recovery. Spartania is going to have to do most of this themselves, which is fine. They can do that. They're absolutely capable of this. So we're going to get this siege done up over here. Our colony here is now self-sustaining, and we have a colonist, so let's send it down over to here. Beautiful. So that's looking good. We're working on filling this all in. This is Vinland colonizing Aruba. Okay, that's a little awkward. We don't need Vinland's help in this war. This is looking fine. Okay, so we're just going to have these guys be regenerating for a while. That'll take them some time, for sure. But this is all pretty under control at this point, it looks like. So the question is, how much of this will we be able to actually take? And I think the answer is a decent chunk. Occupied by Cahokia? Very rude. Very rude indeed. Well, that's okay. We will get rid of it soon enough. So we won this siege here, and we're then going to head up into Cahokia. Actually, let's head up over here and learn about the Cahokian territory. So we're going to head up over this direction. They're occupying up here. Okay. We're going to stop this drill and start moving down this direction. We can't move. Okay. We're going to head up here eventually. Spartan Particularists, I don't really care all that much. Although Spartania is going to want to go take care of that. Okay, so we can move out into this Terra Incognita. That's all part of Cahokia. Understood. I want to get Cahokia pretty knocked out of this war altogether. That's kind of the idea here. I want Cahokia to no longer be a power after this. So that'll be fine. We can grab an additional diplomat here. That'll be okay. And I'm very interested in grabbing this settler chance. So this is now occupied by us. And let's head on out over this direction. We'll see what they've got out over here. Okay. I'm going to not be drilling these guys for now. These guys might as well be. But these guys, not so much. Okay, so this is a fort here. Spartania is going to siege this fort, and they've got their particularists under control. That looks good. Again, we're primarily relying on Spartania to fight this war, and our mercenaries. So that's absolutely... Okay, so we're up to 35% up over here, and we're working on slowly replenishing. Okay. So we won this just before they arrived. We're still going to lose the battle, but we got the siege. That's what's important here. And they're retreating all the way to our capital? Well, that's awkward. But Cahokia is going to have to deal with this, and that seems okay. Our heir died. That's unfortunate. Wow, they got that instantly. Okay, right, because there was not actually a... there was not a month tick. Unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate there. So we're going to need to get these guys turned right on around, like so. And the question is, can we separate piece Natchez? No, they're a lesser partner of a union. Okay. So I don't want to piece out Cahokia at this point. So we're just going to let Spartania finish up this siege. We just had some separatists spawn up here, and we'll go deal with those. Unless Spartania wants to. We'll accept these demands, but I'm not happy about them. Okay, so we're going to grab that, and then we'll come back over here, cap some of this stuff back. They're capping over here, and I would definitely like to do something about that. They're actually running away from this. That's interesting. They shouldn't, because, yeah, we're going to lose this. That's fine, though. This is a merc force. We are fine with bleeding them. We got this siege done, so that looks great. At this point, I want these guys back to Elysia. Wonderful. So this merc force is, let's see, this is a peace offer from Cahokia. They're offering us war reps. We're going to decline that. Okay, I don't suppose that we're capable of vassalizing them. No, we're not. But we might be capable of taking some of this territory up over here, and that would be what we'd be interested in. So let's send our mercs up over this direction. I'm not sure why Spartania is coming up over here. Our colony in Panama is now self-sustaining, so we should send a colonist down over this direction. But it is time to put a cut in here, so... Oh, we have no leader here. Okay, there we go. It is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and next episode, we're going to see if we can get Cahokia knocked down a few million pegs here. That would be the ideal situation, but I'm not sure why Spartania is sending all of their troops up after this. That's not going to be useful in any meaningful way. Yeah, now they're coming down over here. This is where they should be going. So that looks good. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments. Oh, they aren't coming with? Okay. Spicy. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Andy McGar, Dark Horse Xenocyte, Upper Cumberland Gamers, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, The Lounge STL, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.